Hey everyone, welcome back to Black Women Read, reviews of books, zines, and everything in between. July is Minority Mental Health Month. The mental health movement has grown tremendously over the last few years. Our society has become more open to addressing mental health issues such as bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and more. However, there is still a long way to go. Particularly the response to Black people of color, dealing with these issues. I think of Jordan Neely needlessly killed simply because he was hungry and thirsty and in the throes of a mental health episode. Mental health goes beyond just simply discussing self-care, self-love, but often requires real support and professional services. My favorite zines have been by creators who are open about discussing mental health in their lives. I think it is very brave of them to be willing to share about their personal experiences. It can be scary as there still tends to be stigma around mental health. And for Black people of color, it can be even more daunting as we already have to navigate so many isms in our lives. I shared about Spoken Black Girl magazine when it first debuted in 2018. I remember being excited when I received the first issue and loving that it was dedicated to mental health care of Black women. Since that time, Spoken Black Girl magazine has released 3 more issues and hosts numerous online events centering the topic of Black women's mental well-being. I picked up Shashiko Yoon's zine, How Are You Really?, at a Zine Fest a few years ago. Yoon is a Black, Asian, Latinx artist coping with chronic illness and how it can be emotionally draining and isolating at times. The zine proposes the idea that it's okay to not be okay, to be honest about what you're going through with caring friends and yourself as well. It's a thoughtful and lovely zine. I was honored to have Chicago-based zinester Jonas be a guest speaker in a zine class I hosted a year or so ago. Jonas is the creator of Cheer the F Up. In Cheer the F Up and his other zines, Jonas often writes about his struggles with mental health from the perspective of a Black man and the constraints of society's view of Black men, masculinity around this issue. These zines show that you are not alone if you are coping with your mental health. The act of creativity in writing can be one way to explore your feelings. Check out these tips on making your own mental health zine. It can be a way to reflect and revisit when times get hard. You don't have to share with anyone. Simply do it for yourself. Thank you for listening, and I will see you at the next video.